Hey, Professor, it's Alex. Here for my final project, and I chose to talk about pronouns within the workplace, just because it's something that I've kind of recently had to deal with personally within my workspace. Not too long ago, we've had a new employee join my team at work, and this person they use the pronouns they and them, which is a first for me, something that I've had to adjust to with dealing with. Actually, the other day, when referring to this other person, I uh, I wouldn't say inappropriately, right? Because it wasn't necessary, but just out of context, I accidentally used the wrong pronoun to describe this person. Um, and it wasn't a big deal. It wasn't like I faced any consequences for it. It was just mentioned. It was pointed out to me by another coworker, you know, and it wasn't in a rude way. They just kind of like nudged me on the side, like, "Yo, um, that's they them." And at first, I was kind of confused. I was like, "Oh, I didn't know," but um, personally for me, it's not that big of a deal, right? I respect people's wishes, right? If somebody, would like to be referred to as um, a pronoun that, um, you know, I would necessarily correlate with them with, who am I to judge, right? Who am I to sit here and tell them no? Um, Especially within that situation, with the person, being somewhat forgiving, right? Being working with me, understanding that, hey, this is kind of a new experience for me, a new experience for them as well. Not being, overly excessive. I think sometimes when we do think of pronoun culture, um, whether it's within the workplace or general, I tend to think that there's, at least for me, I kind of have the stereotype of like a Karen aspect, like, if I were to misjudge, right, usually, I would think that that person would kind of lash out, just based off of like what you see on social media and things of that nature, right? But obviously, that is kind of a twisted perspective, as that can be, targeted towards a certain audience, kind of like we've discussed before in class with like pop culture, right? Um, but yeah, this is just something I wanted to touch on. I think this class has kind of helped me develop skills and a perspective to be able to deal with that in a much better manner. Like I said, it's not something um, that how would I say that some people kind of find it disturbing. I don't think I'm on that side of the fence, right? I'm kind of um, I'm willing to allow people to have their own wishes and have their own experience, as long as they're willing to respect mine. Um, you know, uh, and I think that's what it's all about. I think that's something that this class has taught me. Right? Is it's all about perspective, and being able to put on multiple lenses, and kind of see from those people's perspectives. Their cultural experiences are different. Their upbringings are different. Their lives are just different than mine, so it's irresponsible and somewhat gullible of me to kind of expect that my personal views would be constructed across a wide view of people. And like I said, this class has kind of helped me um, expand on that skill of trying to be one for the people, right? Trying to be one that's inclusive, and creating like a team environment, especially within the workplace. So, yep.